Okay, I do believe we are on. Hi, Neshi. Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining us tonight, and I have a fun program for you. So, as I had said in the last month or the month before, what I would love to do and what we're going to be doing is we're going to be actually doing a hypnotherapy session. And before we do that, of course, let me tell you what the subject matter is going to be in case there is anybody that you would like to quickly share this with so that they can um, tune in. And thanks ahead of time for sharing this with your friends and your contact list. So we're going to do it on smoking cessation, and I thought it would be fun to have on the radio program the typical things that people come in to see me for, and smoking cessation is one of them, and it's such a common one. So if there's anybody that you quick want to invite in, go ahead and invite them in. I will take probably 5 or 10 minutes to go over what to expect, what you'd feel like, so that you can feel safe and comfortable. Maybe some of you who are tuning in have never been hypnotized before and you don't quite know what it's about, but it is very similar to meditation. And it does cause our brainwaves to slow down into the alpha brainwave length, just like meditation, practicing mindfulness, daydreaming, prayer. It's a little bit different in that when research has been done on with watching brainwave activity, as your brainwaves in your frontal lobes of your brain heighten in their awareness. So yes, you narrow down your focus, but you heighten your awareness. And so some people can feel a little drowsy. Some people feel as if they go to sleep. Some people feel numb or ticklish or tingly in some areas of the body. Other people get heavy. Other people feel light. But the important thing to know is that you are the one in complete control. When I'm doing the induction, I always put that post-hypnotic suggestion in. So if you want to participate, feel free. You'll be fine. So if you think you do want to participate, go ahead and get a piece of paper and pencil and have that setting on the side. And write down. I'll ask questions as if I would a typical client coming in. And then you can write down your own answers. And then, of course, we're not dialoguing, but you can follow along that way. And the thing with hypnosis is that it is one of the most wonderful tools to change your subconscious mind. Change your mind, change your life. So with people that have addictions, tonight, of course, we're doing smoking cessation, but people who have addictions, those are very real things. And there's emotional components underneath, not just the addiction to the nicotine or the chemicals of it, but these are habits. And habits are formed in the mind, in the brain, the neurology of the brain, and in the mind, the belief system. So when you bring those two together with the tool of hypnosis and other modalities as well, but hypnosis is so profound for this, you actually can rewire your brain. So think of this as rewiring your brain, your thoughts, your feelings. And when we change our thoughts and do anything methodically, consistently for a long enough time, we do alter those neurological pathways, and that's what it means to rewire your brain. So I don't think there's anything else that I need to tell you. It's going to be a fun evening, and I hope a number of you can participate. Also, feel free, if you want, if you have the recording device on your smartphone, go ahead and record this if you want to listen to it again later. It will be on my website, and it also will be in the archives for the Star Nations program. So there are other ways to get it as well. But do feel free to copy it. Record it. Record it if you do want to go through this. Oh, hi, Julie. Hey, I can see. Sometimes I can't see. Hi, Julie. Nice to have you on this evening. Yes. So also, if anybody is watching but they don't want to participate, but you have questions as we go through it, write them down, and then at the end of the session, we will open it up for question and answers. So, well, I went through that quite quickly, didn't I? And it's only 7 minutes after 8. Well, let's go ahead and start asking the questions. So these are the typical questions that I would ask someone when they come in. I ask them if there was a magic wand, and this is not magic at all, it's based in science, but if there was a magic wand, what would you like to have that wand go ping and do for you? And they'll give me right away their heart's desire. It's a good way to start because each session is individualized, and it's based on the individual's their triggers, their feelings, their goals. And so they will tell me. They might say, for example, I am sick and tired of being sick and tired. They might say that they have a debilitating disease, such as cancer, or they might have another health concern, such as lung disease, fibroid tumors, they're just the emphysema, something like that. They might say that they're ashamed of being a smoker, that nobody smokes anymore, that they really want to get rid of the habit of smoking because they're embarrassed by it or they're ashamed by it. And some people just come in and say, I want to be a better example for my children. But we dialogue, and I ask people, I ask hundreds of questions to get them to open up about what their feelings are. So for you, if you are watching, what would be your main reason, the main sweet spot? And there'll be others as well, but the main sweet spot that you feel you are going to accomplish if you were to become a non-smoker. And go ahead and write that down. It could be some of the things that I mentioned. It could be something entirely different. But what do you want to accomplish? Better health? Be a better example for your children because you don't want them to do this? Sick and tired of it? For your health? But write down the main reason. A lot of people say a loved one just died of lung cancer. So they're finally being motivated. But I ask enough questions so that we can get to your emotional motivation, not your mind motivation, but your emotional motivation. Like, why in the world would you want to do this? Because there's going to be resistance to people. People are going to really feel resistance. There's going to be fears. There's going to be, maybe they're not here on their own volition, but maybe their spouse wants them to quit, or they're afraid they're going to die if they don't quit. So the carrot or the stick, some people are motivated by the stick. They want to avoid the terrible thing that could happen to them if they don't take action. And a lot of people are motivated by the carrot, which means they're incentivized to get better, receive that goal that they're looking for. They're incentivized for what they want rather than to avoid what they don't want. But it is important for anybody to understand what their motivations are. So I ask those questions. Then I ask the question, what are you afraid of? What are you most afraid of? What has walked through your mind prior to this appointment that you might be concerned about, afraid of? Some people will say, I'm going to lose my best friend. I'm not able to sleep if I don't smoke. I'm not able to relax if I don't smoke. I love the smell of cigarettes. There are so many reasons, but write down your reason, if there is a reason, your fears that's just running through your mind, what you're going to lose, or what you believe you're going to lose, because you really don't lose anything. We address that. You gain. You gain so much. Some people, it's just the fear that their spouse still smokes and they will have nothing in common with their spouse. So there's lots of reasons when we really get to the motivation to stay as a smoker or to let go of it and move on. There's going to be a lot of motivations. There's going to be a lot of fears. But if you can, and you are following along with this, write down your main fear, or maybe there's a few fears that you have. Some people fear that if they stop smoking, they're going to transfer to food, and they're going to gain all kinds of weight because that happened to them in the past. And they use smoking cigarettes to curb their appetite. So we would address that. Now, of course, tonight's session is going to be more generic. When someone comes to see me, it's spot on specific for their goals, their fears, what they want. So it's very individualized. But tonight's going to be more generic. So, it's still good. Still good. So now you have written down your main reason that you want to stop smoking, your main belief, what you will achieve when you are a non-smoker, and any fears that you have that you've been maybe verbalizing or not verbalizing. Put them all down so we can address those. Then that's what we would do, and that's what we will do in this session as well. I'll do the generic issues, and I will address them. Now, I'll even address smelling better. I'll even address better breath. I'll address curbing your appetite. I will put in transfer. For example, what is a transfer? A transfer, I'm not going to have you put a rubber band around your wrist and snap it every time you have a desire for a cigarette. That's adverse therapy. No, I'm going to put in a transfer. One of the main ones that I do because it accomplishes so many things, good, pure water. I am going to, in the session, put in the post-hypnotic suggestion that you love good, pure water. You're going to make sure that you have available to you good, pure water every day, at night, in your car, at home, at work, but you are always going to have available for you and with you good, pure water. And I'm going to tell you that the actual picking up the glass or the bottle is going to send a trigger back up into the brain. Then when you take that water and you sip on it, that's an additional emphasis on that trigger. So it's tactile, and it's going to send a loop back signal up into the neurology of your brain. And then the actual water in your mouth and the swallowing of the water. Those particular actions, picking up the glass or the bottle of water, putting it to your mouth, so touching your lips, the water going into your mouth and the swallowing down your throat is actually going to trigger in your brain the feel-good hormones that will cascade down through your body and assist you to feel calmer. It's not like a cigarette, it's different. But it's going to cause that cascade of feel-good chemicals to just go through your body. And now, remember, the subconscious does not operate on the same owner's manual as the conscious mind. Subconscious mind takes everything in as if it's fact. It does not cognate, does not differentiate. So at a hypnotic state, when I make a suggestion, because it is a suggestion, because you're the one in complete control, when I make that suggestion, your subconscious mind says, okay, that's how it works. And then if you do we'll be recording the session, then let it put you to sleep every night. Reinforcement of this live session. So one other thing that the water does is multifunctional. Why I transferred with pure water. One, don't use city water. Use pure water. Well water, but any kind of purified water. All right, you're going to be drinking a lot of water. That water is going to assist your body to detox. You're going to be in the bathroom a lot. It's going to help flush out the toxins in your system. It's also going to curb your appetite. So that addresses the issue of people being afraid that they're going to transfer to food. No, you're going to transfer to good, pure water. And then those three reasons, cascading of feel-good chemicals, the curbing of your appetite, and the detoxification of your body is are all essential worries. We address those worries that people have about if they stop smoking. So we take them right off the table. And then the other thing that I tell people is, because I make a recording of everybody's individualized session, and I send that to them, to their email, and they listen to it. Let it put them to sleep at night. So if you do record this, or you go back into my website where it will be posted, or Star Nation's archives, you can pick it up and record it at a later date as well. So don't be concerned about that. But if you are a smoker and you're going to use this, make a copy of it, use it. Okay? Anything anybody does well, you actually change the neurology. It takes 66 to 68 days to change the neurology in your actual transmitting and receiving brain up here, the gray matter. But a lot of people, one time, it's a done deal. They never have to listen to it again. Other people, 21 to 28 days of letting themselves fall asleep, listening to it, falling asleep, not consciously listening to it, getting that conscious mind out of the way, falling asleep to it, and then it's a done deal. So if this is a great tool to help some of you do what you want to do and become a non-smoker, good. And so that is what and how we're going to be doing it, what I'm going to be telling you. I do not do aversion therapy. This is going to be the carrot, not the stick. So don't be afraid that you're going to get sick by listening to this hypnosis session. You're going to be fine. Incentivize, not scare the living daylights out of someone, and definitely not make you sick. So I think I addressed the things that you might be concerned about. I've already gone over what you can expect. You might get ready and be listening to this, and you're going to lean back in your chair, and you're going to close your eyes. You might find yourself waking up when it's all done, where you went right out, where you went to sleep. Don't worry about it. You can get the recording. And the thing that we want when we use the tool of hypnosis is to have that conscious mind check out. Go to sleep, go daydream. Maybe some of you might think that you lose your train of thought and you're not listening to me anymore, and then you're vividly listening, and then you're daydreaming about something else. Perfect. Your brain waves, you've gone from the beta brain wavelength, where we are right now, down into the alpha brain wavelength. And you're just drifting. You're daydreaming, listening, dozing off. So it's perfectly correct. You're not doing anything wrong. So enjoy it. And being that we're not answering questions, I think it's time that it's 20 after. I think it's perfect timing that we will go ahead and do the session. The session will be approximately 25 to 30 minutes. I'm going to go very slowly. With some people, I talk very quickly. I use suggestions as, you will now do this. I might snap my fingers. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a gentle, slow, progressive relaxation rather than a quicker one. And I know that when a person comes in for an individual session, which is the best induction for them. So for the generic one that we're going to do right now, we're simply going to do the progressive relaxation. So go ahead. If you are going to follow, get comfortable in your chair. Lean back. Maybe you want to lay a blanket over your knees or something so you're nice and comfortable and warm. And go ahead and take 2 nice deep inhales on your own, and then I will start guiding you. Not forced, just another nice deep inhale and exhale, letting your belly expand and down. And now, with your eyes closed, inhaling through your nose, holding your breath, and then, as you exhale, blow the air out through your mouth. Good. Taking another long, deep, slow, deep breath, holding for a brief moment. And then this time, as you exhale, push out and release any stress, any tension. Good. Take in one more deep breath, taking in as much air as you can, holding. And this time, as you push out the air, and you feel you've pushed out all the air that you can, push out even more. Good. And now, just breathing regularly, breathing comfortably. I would like you to place all of your attention on your feet. Place all of your attention on your feet and just begin to relax your toes, the heels of your feet, the balls of your feet, the arch, your ankles. Let this loose feeling spread out into your hands, your knees. Very aware of your internal and external energy and balancing the two. And then relaxing your thighs and the back of your legs. Relax your hips, your pelvis area, your waist, relaxing into comfortability. And if you will be listening to this recording, and it is a recording, and it is your bedtime, you will quickly and easily drift off into a peaceful night's sleep, sleeping through the night, receiving all the physical, chemical, mental and emotional sleep that your body and mind do require, and safely venting out in your dream state outmoded behavior patterns that simply are no longer serving your best in highest good. So that when you do awake, you will awake fully energized and refreshed. And if you will be listening to this recording other than your bedtime, you are staying awake, aware, listening to every word I'm saying, and continuing to allow your body to relax even more, relaxing the abdomen, the chest, the lungs, breathing easily, effortlessly. Relax the lower back, the middle back, the upper back, and if at this time you have any responsibilities, any concerns, any burdens, let them simply mount off of your shoulders and shoulder blades, and the relaxation does continue down to your arms, your hands, your fingers. So relaxed, so comfortable. Simply relax the throat area by sighing if you need to. Release the tension in the muscles in the back of the neck, the back of the head, the top of the head, and then down throughout all of your facial muscles. Relax your nose, your ears, your lips. Relax your cheekbones. Unclench your jaw. Let your tongue drop to the bottom of your mouth. And smoothing away any stress from your forehead. Focus all of your attention on your eyes. Focus all of your attention on the tiny, tiny muscle of your eyelids. Relax those tiny muscles of your eyelids. And as you do this, your eyes will have a tendency to become heavier and heavier, heavier and heavier. And the heavier they become, the more relaxed you become, so that every muscle, every nerve, every fiber, every ligament, every tendon, every bone is so completely and totally relax, 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 and deep sleep down, deeper, deeper down. Now I am simply going to count from 3 down to 0. And with each descending number, you do allow yourself to relax into a sense of safety, a sense of security within inside yourself. And just by listening to my voice in session or on this recording, you will find that by getting in touch with the safety and security that lies deep within yourself at now, your outer world will project back to you a sense of safety and security within your finances, within your health, within the chemistry of your body, within your thoughts, within your feelings, within your goals, within your dreams, within all parts of your life. And knowing so, you do allow yourself to go deeper as I count from 1 to 3. And each number takes you deeper and deeper into peaceful and total relaxation. 1, and down. 2, deeper and deeper. 3, 3, 3, and 0, deep sleep down, deeper, deeper down. And as you continue to listen to my voice, you will allow yourself to relax and go even deeper, and you recognize that the old habit of smoking cigarettes is simply a thing of the past. The old habit of smoking cigarettes is simply a thing of the past. And you now bring your future into the now. You bring your future into the now. And you bring that sense of inner balance, inner satisfaction, inner self-control that you had before you ever listened to this recording. That sense of inner peace, inner balance, and inner self-control that you were born into. You are now in touch with the truth about your own sense, your own awareness of the inner balance, the inner peace, the inner total self-control, the inner satisfaction that has always known and always will be. And you will feel this inner feeling of inner satisfaction, inner balance, inner peace, inner self-control, not only mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, chemically. Now that you have balanced all of these energies, but you do work within form, you will find that physically you begin to improve every day. Your circulation is improving. Your lungs are clearing up, getting healthier, pinker. You will have increased energy and vitality. And you will sleep well, finding a balance within all areas of your physical, chemical, emotional, mental, and spiritual life. And this is so. Now, as you go on relaxing, listening to my voice, I'm going to give you some suggestions. These suggestions are for your highest and best good. In fact, if you are recording or you do listen to this again, the next time you listen to this recording, you actually will go 10 times deeper than you did the time before. And these suggestions will go 10 times deeper into the storehouse of your subconscious mind every time you listen to this recording. And these suggestions will now simply work automatically. So as you are listening to my voice, drifting, relaxing deeper and deeper, reflect for a moment. Just reflect for a moment in your mind, in your heart. Reflect for a moment on all of the success that you already have in the past. All of the many positive goals that you already have achieved. The loves in your life, the successes in your life, the many positive aspects about you, the goals that you have achieved, little, medium, large, it doesn't matter. You're all the same. Reflect on all of the positive things, goals, achievements that have already happened in your life. And feel proud of yourself. Feel proud of yourself. Proud of all of the positive aspects of you, your life, your creativity, your intelligence, your kindness, your empathy and love for others. Feel proud of yourself. Feel proud of yourself. And know, without a doubt, that because you have been successful in the past, and because you have reached so many other positive goals in your life, that you will simply continue to reach and be successful in every area of your life. In every area of your life. And you are now more motivated and more determined than ever before. You are now more determined and more aware, more motivated than ever before in your life to release, to let go of, to reject everything that is unhealthy and harmful for you, for your health and well-being. Bad habits, tension, stress, anger, and the simple habit of smoking cigarettes. You now release. You now let go of. You now reject smoking cigarettes. You now reject this habit of smoking cigarettes. You have all the right reasons to be a non-smoker. Perhaps you're doing it because you want to be healthier. Perhaps you're doing it because you have had a health scare and you want to live longer. Perhaps you want to live longer to be around for those you love. You're doing it for your loved ones. Perhaps you're just sick and tired of being sick and tired. And you want to do the best that you can do for yourself. Perhaps you've been spending $200 a month on buying cigarettes. That's like lighting $2,400 a year on fire. What could you do with all that savings? You know your reasons. You know your main reasons for becoming a non-smoker. You know your motivation. You know your incentive. You do it for yourself. You do it for your health, your well-being. You do it for your loved ones. And that feels fine to you. It feels fine. It feels great. It feels terrific. It feels freeing. Freeing. It feels freeing. And since you have been successful in the past, and you have reached other successful positive goals, you will simply continue to be successful, and you will reach every positive goal that you have And you now simply choose to be a non-smoker. You simply choose to be a non-smoker. Begin to feel, get a sense, or see an image of yourself as a non-smoker, with a smile on your face, a skip in your step, happy all over your face, ease and comfort in your body. See yourself as a non-smoker, and that feels fine, that feels great, feels terrific. You are free. It frees you. You feel free, free, free. You are a non-smoker. You reject the habit of smoking cigarettes. Your body rejects the habit of smoking cigarettes. Your mind rejects the habit of smoking cigarettes. Imagine taking a pack of cigarettes and throwing them into a big dumpster and laughing so hard that you've got tears rolling down your face. See it, feel it, throw those cigarettes away. You are free. You are free of that monkey on your back. Free. You feel terrific. You feel great. You feel so uplifted. You feel free. You have made up your mind. You have made the choice to be a non-smoker. And that feels fine, it feels great, it feels terrific. It is free. Your body now rejects smoking cigarettes. Your lungs no longer want those poisonous fumes anymore. Your lungs now want to become as clean and fresh and pink as they possibly can. They no longer want those poisonous fumes in them. Your lungs want to become clean and clear and healthy once again. Your sinuses want to feel and smell clean, fresh air only. In fact, the smell of cigarettes is a bit nauseating, just a bit. The taste is, from this day on, unappealing to you, unappetizing. Your mouth wants to be clear of the taste and the smoke of cigarettes. Your mouth wants to be free without any trace of cigarette taste. And it feels fresh, fresh taste, fresh air. Your taste buds, yes, will experience the appetizing fresh taste of food. However, you are simply going to be drawn to nutrient-dense food only. And you now have new tools to deal with an old habit. Tool number one is pure water. You are going to make sure that you have with you 24 hours a day access to good pure water. Whether it's bottled water, well water, distilled water that you take from your home, carried around in a large container, but you are going to bring water with you wherever you go, during the day, in the evening, during the week, on the weekend. And you are going to sip on that good pure water. Now there are 3 reasons why I transfer you to good pure water. Number 1 reason is that it's going to cause a neurological loop back from the tactile touching of the bottle, touching of the bottle and the water to your lips, the water in your mouth, and the water being swallowed down your esophagus is going to cause a loop back neurological stimulus in your brain that will trigger the cascade of feel-good hormones. So you're going to feel better.
Number 2 reason, it's going to help detoxify your body by flushing out the toxins. You will be flushing out the toxins through your kidneys and your bowels, which will help you get through this easier, even easier, simpler. And the third reason is that it will curb your appetite. You'll be sipping pretty continuously good pure water. It will curb your appetite. So when you do taste the fresh, appetizing taste of your food, you will enjoy it. You will not overeat. You will be satisfied on nutrient-dense food. You'll be so satisfied, so satisfied. There are no poisonous fumes or unhealthy fumes in your system. You now choose to be healthy. You now choose to be empowered. You now choose to be strong. You now choose to breathe clean, fresh air with your lungs clean and fresh. You have all the right reasons to be a non-smoker. You do it for yourself, for your health, for your well-being, whether it's your health well-being, your financial well-being, your family relationship well-being. But you do it for the health and well-being on all levels of yourself and your loved ones. You have made up your mind. You are a non-smoker. You are a non-smoker. And you are now more motivated, more determined than ever before in your life to continue to create the most healthy and positive life for yourself. And you are now simply a non-smoker. Feel it within yourself. Feel it within yourself. You have made a conscious choice to be a non-smoker, and emotionally you feel fine. You feel terrific. You feel free. You are a non-smoker. A non-smoker. And the same positive feeling that you feel right now will stay with you throughout the day and night. Wherever you go, whatever you do, no matter who you are with, what anybody else around you is thinking, doing. You will continue to have the same positive feeling with you throughout the day and night, during the week or the weekend, during the day or the evening. It simply does not matter. Get a sense or feeling or imagine in your mind's eye, seeing yourself go through all routines, one at a time, but going through your normal routines, just as you would normally go through your routines, but as a non-smoker. There's a smile on your face. There's a skip in your step. You have a new, vital health and well-being, a new, vital life force energy flowing in you. You are stronger. You are healthy. See yourself doing these routines, all as a non-smoker, feeling great, feeling fine. You now have new ways of dealing with your own health. Tool number 1 is the good pure water. I will again instruct you on the use of the good pure water. You will, 24 hours a day, have available to you good pure water. You will continually sip on good pure water during your waking hour. You will bring with you and have available with you, no matter where you are, good pure water during the day, at night, At home, during the evening, going out in public, you will order water. Doesn't matter, day or night, during the week or the weekend, you will always have available and with you good pure water. You will sip on your good pure water continually. There are many benefits as to why good pure water is tool number one. The first benefit is that it will help detoxify your body, assisting the whole process to be easier. The reason for this tool, your main tool, is the very act of touching the glass or the bottle with your hand, touching the bottle or the glass to your lips, the water touching your mouth, and the swallowing of the water sends a loop back, neurological loop back, energy signal, chemical signal to your brain, which will cause and stimulate feel-good hormones to be released from your brain and to cascade through your body, assisting you to feel calm and relaxed, just as you are now. And the third reason for good pure water is that it curbs your appetite. It curbs your appetite. So you simply will eat a balanced diet of nutritious food in proper portions. The second tool is get for yourself this recording. Record it on your phone. Listen to it at night. Let it put you to sleep at night. That is one of the best times to listen to it, so that your conscious mind checks out. When your conscious mind checks out, your subconscious mind can do its work. And from this day forward, you will be free. If you find yourself in a social situation where there are smokers, simply gravitate to the area and talk to people, mingle with people, sit down by people who are also non-smokers. You will be able to go wherever you want to go, do whatever you want to do, and enjoy yourself. You have new ways of dealing with your own pain. These ways work. Use them. Again, I would like you to imagine your daily routine. Always a non-smoker. There's a smile on your face. You feel fine. You feel joyful. You feel free. See yourself in your car. If you were a person that used to smoke in your car, see yourself going about your business in your car with the window cracked open, sipping on your good pure water, breathing clean, fresh air, absolutely enjoying being a non-smoker. Continue to see yourself through the routine of your day, feeling calm, feeling as calm in your eyes as you feel right now. There is a smile on your face. You are a non-smoker. You feel wonderful. You are a non-smoker. You consciously decided to become a non-smoker. And you did. You are. You have. And your emotions are free. You feel just fine. You feel terrific. You feel great. You are free. You feel free. You feel free. Soon you will realize the less you smoke, the better you feel. As each day passes, the better you will feel. As each week passes, the better you will feel. As each month passes, the better you will feel. You will begin to notice that every aspect of your life, every aspect of your life begins to improve more and more. Every day and every night, you will breathe more easily. You will begin a new and healthy, vital energy. You are an asthmatic. You feel fine. You are an asthmatic. You feel terrific. You can see yourself in every situation of your life as a non-smoker, enjoying yourself, free. You are free. You are free. Now, if you will be listening to this recording, and it is your bedtime, you have not yet drifted off into sleep, you will very soon. And when you awake, you will wake refreshed, fully energized, taking the action that you need to for each day, being in your physical world, being grounded, bringing balance to all areas of your life. And as you sleep, you will safely and easily vent out in your dream state outmoded behavior patterns that are simply no longer suitable for who you are and who you are now becoming. If you will be listening to this recording, however, and it is other than your bedtime, in a moment I am going to count from 0 up to 3. At the count of 3, you will open your eyes. You will be fully alert, wide awake, feeling absolutely wonderful, balanced physically, chemically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and energetically, opening yourself up to your physical world, your goals, your desires, your relationships, life force energy. 0, beginning to come up now. 1, voiding out the suggestions to wake if this is your bedtime. If not, you will open your eyes and be fully alert at the count of 3. 2, coming up, and at the next count, if this is not your bedtime, you will open your eyes, you'll be fully alert at the count of 3, wide awake, open your eyes. Wide awake, open your eyes. Go ahead and wiggle your toes, stretch. I see we have only 4 minutes left. Come on back. It might take 2 or 3 minutes for you if you've been following me. And I don't even have any time, do we, Neshi, to open this up for any questions, but do feel free. Hi, Neshi.
Hi.
Hi.
That was so good.
Good.
No, we hardly have any time for questions, but I do have one question that
Yes.
that some people might be asking. You did this for smoking. Is it possible to do this for other addictions as well?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's important to work on one thing at a time. So as we move forward,
Mhm.
we're going to be, my plan is to do this every single time on an issue. So here's a point. If someone would like a particular issue done next month or the following month, let me know. Just let me know.
All right. So they can either put their comments here for a suggestion of a topic.
Yes. Or
Or
email me directly. Or
okay.
yes. Yeah. Just let me know one way or the other.
Okay. All right.
And I'll do it.
That's good. And so, how about if we let people know how to get a hold of you if they want to have a
Yes.
private session with you?
Yes. Um, I do believe that you have my website. It's www.grandrapidstherapycenter.com. My email is now all lowercase, Patty at grandrapidstherapycenter.com. And they can visit the website. There's a whole link where you can send me something right off my website too.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to put your email in there, and then I'm also going to put your website, Grand
Perfect.
Rapids Therapy, got to spell right, therapycenter.com. All right.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
That should come up in just a minute. Well, thank you so much. I know that those people who are been trying to stop smoking, now they have something that they can use to assist them.
Absolutely. I do see something here where someone says to change your neuralgia, it takes 55 to 60 days. Actually, it's 66 to 68 days. I mean, that's just in my training.
Uh-huh.
I know I've had it where people come in, it's a done deal. They never listen to anything. They've done it. So, you know, yeah,
Yeah, I had the numbers wrong. I actually put
that's
that
okay.
in here. I was trying to remember what you said. Okay, so we're at the top of the hour, or near the top of the hour. Is there anything else you'd like to tell your audience before you say goodnight? I'm going to go back down while you address.
Yeah, okay. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. I appreciate it so much. Spread the word. I mean, I'm sure there's people and friends that you know that could benefit from this, and yeah, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you. So whenever you want, Neshi, see you guys. Bye bye. See you.